Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cin City D&D. I am, as always, your humble yet horrifying DM, Matt Butler. Let's get right into the character intro, shall we? To my right, lovely and talented Madison. Why don't you tell us about your character?
Hi, I'm Madison. I play Hixsori Basha, the Tiefling Cleric.
All right, my name's Rob. I play Varus, the Drow evocation badass of a wizard.
My name's Will. I play the half-orc soldier fighter.
Hi, my name is Casey. I play Penumbra Rios, the green dragonborn rogue who has sticky fingers because he loves his treasure.
So, if you guys will recall from last time, they ended up braving the infected forest. They followed the one path in the entire place, ended up in the clearing where they found some sort of flying machine, except for this flying machine seems to be missing pieces, and there's this strange fungus that leads off in different directions into the forest. So they decided to follow one of the trails, if you can call them that. They're, pretty faint, and the forest is pretty thick. So they ended up finding this clearing with all of these trees and this tree stump and this incredibly intricate and ridiculous to solve puzzle, which Madison ended up solving. So now they've figured out this puzzle, and they've got this little moonstone. So yeah, what do you guys want to do now?
A little moonstone. What all do we know about this moonstone?
So as far as you know, it is a stone that comes from the moon, and essentially what it does is it glows in large quantities. So the closer that you bring it to more of itself, the brighter it glows.
Okay.
Penumbra is incredibly curious as to the monetary value of this moonstone, or if it's just a mystic rock.
Well, that's the question.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it's like its purpose is to help us find more moonstone, but why would we want to find more moonstone? Is there going to be treasure where the moonstone deposits are, or is the moonstone itself magical, or you know what I mean, or is it real valuable, or?
Well, the only thing that you know about the moonstone as far as like magical value is that it glows when it gets, closer to larger portions of itself. And in the quantity that you have, the small stone, each one of those small stones absorbs 1 hit point of damage if you were to get damaged. So
you
could potentially be pretty valuable stuff.
can make like armor out of it or something.
So you can, we can put it in a tiny little pouch and
Unintended side effects are that it's actually drow Viagra. So I'm just gonna hold on to it for a little bit.
You never needed that.
stone in our possession.
Yeah, you only have the one, which you have quite craftily turned into a necklace.
I did that.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so can we kind of like wander around and get an idea of which way? Well, do we want to try and find more of the moonstone?
Because we can use my necklace. My necklace will glow and tell us where.
Is that our current mission?
I would like to take my necklace off of my body.
Okay.
And we'll hold it. I want to be like, meow, meow, but also moving my whole body.
Are you gonna waft
Give us that sound effect one more time.
Meow.
It's a gentle wafting. It's like
It's amazing.
What's the thing where you find water with the stick?
Oh, it's like a dowsing rod.
Dowsing rod.
It's a dowsing moonstone.
It's a dowsing. It's a mousing stone. A moon. Now I give up.
Cool.
The radar from Alien, and it's kind of creeping me out now because I don't like how it sounds.
Yeah, because you're in a forest in the middle of the night and there's a weird fungus, and then now shit's starting to sound like Alien. And you're like,
and I'm like, no, red dot.
right.
What's our visibility like right now? Like what time is it?
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah.
I would imagine it's probably close to dusk at this point. You've probably spent the whole day exploring.
Well, I think that exploring the jungle at nighttime sounds like a great idea.
Me too.
I honestly have to agree.
Seems like a very good time to
Cool.
start.
We're agreed.
Okay.
So?
So do we want to go for the moonstones, or do we want to just go somewhere else?
Varus votes Moonstone.
I'd say
Okay.
let's take the only lead we have.
Okay. Will
Yeah.
moonstones?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
So I have moonstone. So I'm doing the.
So
Okay.
we're following you, Madison.
Cool. Well, you notice that your
Everyone, create the sound. Make it realistic.
okay.
So different from person.
Everybody's is different. That's amazing. Okay, so after everybody does that for some reason, you notice that it seems to glow brighter in the direction that you came from, in the direction of the flying machine.
Is that left?
Depending on where you're looking. If you're looking north, then yes.
We can rationalize it to be left. Well, let's go that way. Who's going first?
Who wants to go?
Madison? Should
Should I go first? Or should I be in the middle? Should I be protected since I am the holder of the moonstone?
You're the sacred holder of the
The
moonstone.
sacred holder.
Only she can hold the moonstone.
Right now, I have the only one.
The sacred moonstones of Beta Zen.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Troy's mom is there.
Yeah.
I love
the
Troy's
best.
mom.
She's also the voice of the computer. So anyways, yeah, so you guys want to go left. So you head into the forest,
Mhm.
and as you recall from last time, for every 10 feet you step into the forest, something can jump out at you and attack. Oh, Charlie is here!
I am Charlie. I play the demon-slaying dwarf, Reprious Frostbeard.
Who's leading? Are you in front?
No, I want to be in the middle.
You want to be in the middle? So I'm guessing Bubbles is first. We're just going to assume that Bubbles is first because he's usually
Cool. Yeah.
So, Bubbles is walking into the forest, and you guys are walking towards the direction of the moonstone. So let's see what you encounter.
Nothing. It's just a peaceful walk.
I am still making the sound.
Okay, so you do not find anything. Totally fine. You guys are walking into the forest like, oh.
Varus is smoking.
Yeah, Varus is like, yeah, totally
Having a
good.
good time.
You walk the next 10, still totally fine. Yeah, you walk the next 10 feet, still totally
I
fine.
feel like you're leading up to something right now. What are you leading up to right
I
now?
don't know. So you walk back into the area with the flying machine, and you see that the moonstone draws you all the way across to the other side of it,
Okay.
to like the other side. And you see that there is kind of like a scant trail a little bit. So do you want to continue following it?
I'm going to step up and be like right next to Bubbles since I've got blind sense, so that'll alert me if anything's within 10 feet.
Oh,
So is it still
Good to
dusk
know.
or is it dark by this point?
it is dark. It is definitely dark by this point.
Okay. So is it like super dark over by the trail that we need to go to?
Yes.
Can I can I cast light?
You want to cast light? What do you want to do?
The trail.
The tree?
The trail.
Oh, the trail?
Yeah.
Well, you have to. It has to be an object.
Oh, why are we doing this again?
You tried to do this last time. You tried to
I just
illuminate the
want a
road.
ball
That's
of
not how it
light.
works.
Like I just have a ball of light. that just
The road
glows.
is not an object.
God
It's a-
damn it.
Do you want to make all this board again?
Yeah, let's just.
Can she cast it on individual stones so we can do like a Billie Jean kind of situation?
Actually, yes. Absolutely, yes. Yeah. So that's what
That's what
happens. She's
happened.
like, and then you're just like, dun, 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 and just fucking like back and forth across. Yeah. So you're just like, so you're walking into the trail. So let's see what you encounter in this
I
first.
wanted to
Can I
know.
roll a moonwalk check?
Wait.
Yeah. Right.
Wait.
Hmm.
Wait. I
He doesn't-
want to check and
We're waiting.
see if there's a thing that I can see with the light on the trail. Is there anything that I can see? Can I roll? Nothing? Okay. We can go then.
So you guys continue the 10 feet into the forest, and you don't encounter anything.
No.
So the next 10 feet. So let's see what you Ooh.
No.
The next. Okay, so Casey, you have blind sense, right?
I do. I sense all things that are blind.
You dodge out of the way as something lands a fist strike down onto the ground, and as you look it over, you see that it looks like a large fuzzy creature. It sits about 3 feet tall, and it looks you over with large, bright purple eyes. Its dark gray fur is thick and covered with patches of that pale blue fungus that you saw from before. It has a long fuzzy tail that keeps poking at the different patches of fungus on it. And after a cursory examination of you, it snarls and goes to attack you. So everybody roll initiative.
Shit.
Hey,
Shit.
Varus, when he sees that nasty dodge, he goes, "Hey!"
And Penumbra moonwalks away.
Nice. Oh.
Stop it. What? No.
Somebody got a
Fuzzy Fungus Sully got a nat 20, apparently.
Oh my god, he does.
Yeah, that's what I was
does-
guessing.
Oh my god.
Lame.
Description. Oh my god.
Is this like a fungusy version of the character from Monsters Incorporated?
Did you take him?
I'm picturing it more like Swamp Man from that old shit movie.
Mm-hmm.
I imagined him more cuddly.
I was thinking more like old Drippy from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, except crossed with a bugbear. The drippy old dude.
That is exactly it. That is exactly it. Oh my god, old Drippy. That's
We just watched last night.
yeah, we watched
Which one was it?
well, we watched Juice. That one was phenomenal.
Juice.
Fucking love that.
I love the one with the MCP pants. Come on, man! I'm a giant spider wearing a diaper. Give me a break.
Dude, any of those, when he was the cow, or when he was the old person who became a vampire, that shit was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, yeah, that shit was amazing. What were we talking about?
Oh.
Everyone watching, pause now and go look up a picture of Drippy.
Yeah, for real.
So you know what we're
Oh,
fighting.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, so first up is the monster who is going to continue its attack on Casey because it doesn't like Casey's face because he's a dragon. And he's, I don't know, he's racist, I guess. So he got a 23 to hit. Does that hit?
23 hits.
Okay.
Racist fucker is accurate.
It is a hate crime.
It's a hate crime.
Hate crime!
It's a hate crime in the jungle.
You should take him to the
Even if he brings me a Pepsi, I won't forgive him.
Oh my God.
But what if it was a really, really cold thing?
Yeah, right.
It was chilled for a long time. Does
Okay,
that change your mind? No.
So
No,
Casey, this
yes.
big
Pepsi
motherfucker.
doesn't cure hate!
Yeah, right.
It doesn't. If it was a Coke, maybe.
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 That's a hard maybe.
If
I
it
offer
still
you the
had the cocaine
progenitor
in
of
it.
all colas. It shall bring peace to this land.
Alright, Kylie.
The bubbles of peace shall rise among you.
Oh my God. All right,
May
so
the fizz be with you.
yeah, for real. Yeah. Okay, so Casey, this bigoted motherfucker, he goes and he punches at you with the force of nature, and it hits you in the chest, knocking you backward, dealing 22 points of damage.
Motherfucker.
I'm gonna attack this thing.
Go for it.
Because it's weird looking. I don't like it. It's a bit,
Don't sink to its level now.
Can we speak
Yeah,
to it?
right?
You're better than that.
And I'm gonna use my great axe and be like, "Yo, bro, you can talk to my bro that way, bro."
Bruh.
Listen, bruh. Bruh. You don't want this, bruh.
I don't
want
want
bruh.
Bruh, bruh,
It
bruh.
does 24 slashing damage.
Bruh.
Bruh.
All right, so you come in with your axe, Bubbles, and you see that like it just punched Casey across the thing, and so you're just like and slice it, slice it. It like hops back for a second. It's like like goes like that a little bit. It's like
I believed you were wielding an axe.
thank you. I I trained for most of my life to give you that.
It paid off. It was really good.
So.
And then my second attack did 12. Sorry.
Oh, and then so it jumps back, right? And it's like, well, and then you come up and you swing again, and you manage to catch it across the forearm, and it's like like snarls.
Nice.
You. Fuck are you?
Fuck are you?
All right. Well, Varus has this whole time been letting out this steady stream of smoke that he's gonna form into like a dagger and cast Phantasmal Killer on him.
Oh shit. Okay.
So Phantasmal Killer basically makes him brings his very worst fear to like the front of his mind.
Holy shit. That's damn. Okay.
The dagger doesn't spear into him. It sneaks up on the ground behind him and kind of drifts and then suddenly goes into his back, and you see him spasm, and he takes 29 points of damage.
Damn. Okay, yeah, so it stabs him, he's like, and he turns back, he's like, and then he's it's like you can see it stabbing into him, he's like,
All right. So I'm going to dip behind this creature into his blind spot. And I'm going to cast my True Strike cantrip.
okay.
And then I'm going to shove my silver harpoon into his back.
So he's turned around with the thing stuck in his back. He's like snarling at it, and that's when you come in with the harpoon and just stab him inside. He's like, and then you see that he's definitely bleeding. He kind of drops down to one. He's like, and he's snarling, trying to back away a little bit.
Back away even further onto the harpoon.
No, back off of the harpoon,
So closer to Bubbles' axe.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect.
So where am I in relation to him?
You're back a little bit. He's kind of up front, and you're kind of back a little bit.
Okay. I want to try to cut him in the side with my braid.
Whoosh.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a hit.
Nat 20.
No. So you come in while it's distracted and swing your hair braid around, and you manage to let loose. You weren't intending to do this, but you managed to let loose right as it was leaning forward, and you slice off its head. And so its head just goes flipping through the air, and when you come back, it's just blood just splays all over the tree.
Is it on my face?
No. Why you wanted to get
Yeah. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, when you swing it around, it's and just hits you across the face, and you're just and you just got the blood. You open your eyes and the blood across your
Oh,
face.
white.
Yeah.
Things are split.
Yeah.
Your inches.
A little off the top.
We'll go ahead and say well played.
During your travels, as an orphan, you managed to wander through the forest quite a bit, and you've seen these things before. They're called forest apes, and they just kind of hang out in the woods. They're usually totally docile. In fact, several of them have helped you out over the course of your being an orphan, just helping you find food and stuff like that. This thing, however, is because of that fungus on it. It looks like it's it acted completely different. This thing was malicious and bloodthirsty, and it was all mangy and fucked up and stuff. So you know that this is definitely not typical of a forest ape.
Would remove curse have worked to?
Yeah, you have no idea at this point. because you don't know the
I
nature
feel
of that
like
fungus
I could have
stuff.
done that. No, I feel bad.
Well, you don't know how that fungus works. So
So I'm feeling like we might want to do a little dissection on the sucker to see how deep the fungus penetrates. Because I don't know if this is just like a surface thing. Like if we remove the fungus, will they go back to normal? Is it in the blood?
Well,
Okay.
I mean, you would probably be the best person to do so as a rogue. I could try, but I'd just smash everything, I think.
okay, so yeah, so you managed to. I mean, you kind of miffed it a little bit. It's just because your knife isn't as sharp as it should be because you've been killing fuckers with it. So you kind of slice a little bit up off of it, and you kind of like peel it back very carefully, and you notice that yes, the fungus is throughout, as far as you can tell.
Cool. Kill all things with fungus on it. Everybody, kill all things. Kill all things. Okay.
I've never had to kill things.
Oh yeah, your moonstone necklace has been glowing quite brightly and quickly the closer you've been getting.
So are there any around that we can see?
Not that you can see.
Can I search to see if there's anything here, or would I just know?
You would know. I mean,
Okay.
you would, because the thing is like attracted to it. Almost like a magnet, but like way weaker. So like once it gets close enough to it, it would,
So you'd say I'm pretty hot though on the trail of these. Okay.
Mhm.
Do you guys just want to keep going in the direction of where it's pointing for the moonstone?
Yeah, let's follow. I'm down.
Okay.
It's coming from beyond the creature?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, we don't have to cut open its stomach and find out it ate a moonstone or something, do we?
No.
That'd be totally fine.
Because I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Wash. It's fine. Do what you gotta do.
I've been good for a while. I gotta balance out my neutral.
Yeah,
What am
right.
I? Oh yeah, I'm chaotic neutral. I always forget that that's what I'm doing. I don't ever pay
Except for you play as like you're chaotic good.
Do I?
Yeah.
Be chaotic, Madison. Be chaotic.
That's chaotic for me. That's what that was. Did that feel like chaos to you?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Okay, so you guys walk the next 10 feet into the forest, and you actually fall out into a clearing. This clearing seems to be quite large. It looks like it's the shell of a stone room. And in the center is a massive wheel. Like we're talking 10-foot diameter wheel, carved of moonstone, with runes all over it. In the west of the room, in the west end of the room is another much smaller moonstone wheel. It's about 3 feet across, which is still pretty large, carved with runes. Against the east end sits 2 stone pillars of differing heights.
Are they moonstone?
No, they're just stone pillars.
Okay.
So when you enter, you see 7 of those robot things just milling around. Just kind of like, they all take note of you when you enter and look over. But you notice that against the back wall, because this butts up against the cliff face, you see that there is a dashing figure with flaming technicolor hair. He stands about 6.5 feet tall. His incredibly pale form is dressed in an inky black tuxedo, complete with a glittering bow tie that changes to match the color of his hair. He has small red eyes and 4 red horns that jut out from the top of his head that are about 2 inches long. He also has a very thin rat-like tail. His hair, when you enter, is a light blue, but when he turns and sees you, it transforms into a violent shade of red, and his face splits into a giant smile.
Oh.
And then he just goes, "Get them!"
No.
So everybody roll initiative.
I just need to say that even though he's probably an enemy that we're going to have to kill, he is one stylish motherfucker. Cool. All right. Casting invisibility.
Solid move.
I'm going to shout to Madison, send healing over to that moonstone because I'm going to be rubbing up on it soaking up that sweet, sweet health.
Got it.
I
All
assume
right.
the large moonstone has the same healing effect as Madison's.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Does it heal in larger quantities because it is larger?
It doesn't heal. It just absorbs
hit
damage.
points.
Wait.
So if you are holding it and you get hit for 30 points of damage, the moonstone takes the 30 points of damage, not you.
Oh, well then never mind. There's okay. I misunderstood that. All right. So
I don't think it
my
has
character is strangely and nobody knows why, but he's rubbing against a moonstone because he misunderstood things. So luckily I'm invisible, so you guys can't see this awkwardness.
I hear you though.
Oh, I'm definitely moaning.
Yeah, right.
I'm definitely getting into it. I'm gonna buy this moonstone dinner tomorrow. Or breakfast.
Which one?
Yeah, right.
Gonna laugh and just go run up to them with my whirling axe and use my attacks. I get 3. And how many people am I allowed to hit afterwards with the whirling axe?
So the whirling axe, the way it works is it's everybody inside of a 5-foot square. So if you're running up on them, you can hit probably 3 or 4 of them.
Awesome. I like that. Let's do that.
So Bubbles, you just run up with your whirling axe and swing it around and knock 3 of them onto the ground. Just, the 4th one takes a hit but manages to stay upright.
I'm starting to chafe.
So, Varus definitely can see you grinding on the moonstone. And
I'm invisible, bitch. Don't invade my private moments.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
I've penetrated your privacy.
You leave him alone.
Don't know when I'm invisible. You have to respect a man when he's doing invisible things.
That's my moonstone.
No.
It's not what it said last night.
Oh.
That's why it left its undies on my bunk bed.
I think the most important thing is you have a bunk bed?
Yeah, right. Oh my god. All right, so
you're the bottom bunk, aren't you?
Does that bunk bed go
Bottom
well
bunk for
with
sure.
your footy pajamas?
Sure does, and the little cape that Velcro's on.
I mean, how else is it gonna fix, bro? You can't have a drawstring. You could choke in your sleep.
100%. But
all right, so it's the dashing flame-haired guy's turn.
No.
So he looks over at you and he sees Will run in and smack over some of his machines, and he just points at him and he goes like that. He goes like that, and Will gets hit with this ray, and he feels all of his strength and dexterity and everything get drained out of him, and all of his ability scores are turned to 10.
So how far am I from the nearest enemy?
You're probably like 15 feet away from him.
Oh, nat 20, bro.
Oh,
First
shit.
nat 20.
Noise.
Oh, shit. Where's my character sheet at, though? Where's my shit? Okay. Wave blade sword.
Reprious charges in and he's like, I'm not going to let Bubbles have all the fun. And he runs in and just whoosh, wails on it, slices up the side of the lead one, and knocks him backwards, just completely destroying him.
Nice.
So he's just like, and just sort of like, just sort of like shorts out and just like falls apart. And then Reprious is just standing there like, who wants some?
Is he covered in oil?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like Samurai Jack style where it's like oil when it's
exactly
supposed
where I
to
was
be blood.
going with that.
It's like Just
You know.
yeah.
You know what I was saying.
Very, very nice.
Can I just, I just want to do heal then.
You want to just cast heal on?
Yeah. Let's just do that.
Okay. So Hixsori channels some words through her sitar, and you feel Bubbles. You feel like healed, and your stats return to normal.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just to clarify, which allies of mine are, like, say I were to cast an area of effect spell, who else is going to die?
If you were to cast area of effect, it would be Will and Reprios and
but
Beak right next to the clock.
All of the enemies right in the same area?
Yeah. Well, okay, so all of the robots are in the same area, and then the flame-haired guy is, like, separate.
Ooh, the flame-haired guy. Let's take care of the enemies first. I'm going to go ahead and cast Chain Lightning on the one that has the highest health.
Varus comes up, and he's like, oh, you think you're cool, flame-haired guy with a cool little magic ray? Let me show you some serious magic. And then he fucking shoots out this intense fucking electricity, fucking lightning arc that hits the first one, it explodes.
Yes.
Second one explodes.
Yes.
Third one explodes. Fourth one explodes. There's just
Nice.
oil and gears and shit all over the place. The whole glade is covered with just like sizzling oil and just fucking dead robot parts.
The dude looks over, and Varus is like glowing with this again, it like covered in like the smoky aura, but like has like the lightning like white hue around him in his shroud of smoke.
Yeah, and the dude just looks over at him just like,
Yeah, bitch.
My character looks over to Varus and he's like, well, I could have done that too.
awesome.
It's just like the sharks all over again. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Varus has a habit of just exploding people.
Multiple people.
It's the most fun thing.
All just chain explosion.
Yeah, chain.
That's what it should be.
Chain exploding bodies.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's my strongest spell. It's stupid.
So, you remember those humps that the robots had? So those spiral open, and you see that there are 3 missiles in each of them, and they shoot out towards you. So they hit you guys, exploding, doing 30 damage to each one of you.
That's not that bad. Have a pencil?
Yeah,
And
you're
knocking-
spot, aren't you, man?
30?
It's
Yeah.
not that bad for me anyway.
And knocking you guys down to the ground.
It's not-
I'm almost dead.
No!
I'm gonna stop humping the wheel. And is it possible to get into a position where I would have them like both lined up in front of me?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna use my ice breath attack.
Okay, so Penumbra jumps out of the shadows and just unleashes with this icy torrent of ice, and it destroys their inner workings of the robots, and they all freeze and then shatter.
I'm definitely gonna like hit this guy. I didn't enjoy that damage I just took for fucking ridiculous stats, but I'm gonna hit him. I guess like I'm gonna use the axe of accidents on all 3 attacks.
So, Bubbles, you come in after Penumbra unleashes his icy breath and it destroys the 2 remaining. You run in and take a couple swings at the stylish guy, and he casually moves out of the way. But on that last one, you kind of clip his arm, and he just kind of looks down. And he's like, ah. And then he looks up at you, and he's like, "Well, I guess I'm gonna have to bring my A game then." And he pulls out this huge sword that looks—it's like 7 feet long, and it's fucking like it like glows with this like darkness.
Soul Calibur?
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's like this huge fucking sword. And when he pulls it out, you can hear just like whispers in the corners of your like it sounds like it's coming from everywhere. It's just like
Ew.
I really want that sword.
as he like pulls it out, and you can see the sheen on it. And he comes and he rushes at you, Will.
Sound good?
He rushes forward with a speed that you wouldn't have expected and slices across your chest, and you just like jump back in surprise, and you see that like where he the wound itself causes 24 points of damage. But then as you look at it, you can see that it's like there seems to be some sort of like slime in there. Make a fortitude save.
Why does everything that you have, like us go against, always do like these saves? Oh man.
Why? No.
Wait, fortitude doesn't exist in 5. Is that just Constitution?
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Constitution save.
Okay.
My fault.
Oh, okay.
5th edition.
Hey, so you managed to fight it off. You're just like, and you just like, you kind of like wipe it off real quick. And
On. So.
Yeah, you're just like, whoa, oh. Okay, and then yeah, it seems like you're okay
Very
for the
slow
moment.
claps for him.
Yeah, right. Like, good.
And try to attack Mr. Hothead over here. You know, 8 and 7.
Yeah, those do not hit.
Yeah, I didn't think.
Ow!
So.
Ow! What?
Yeah, that
You're rolling like
it
me.
happens sometimes, man.
These are some very me rolls.
I'm
Okay.
throwing this die away.
All right. So I want to do mass healing word,
Okay.
and so that's a 60-foot range. So am I within 60 feet of
Yeah,
everybody?
oh, definitely.
Okay.
So everybody gets healed for 11 as Hixsori strums on her sitar, and the resonating pulse like heals everyone. Mhm.
Nice, thank you.
You're welcome. I thought it was going to be way more than that, but
All right, Varus, even though he took that hit, still stayed in that kind of smoky form. And is going to release Evard's black tentacles in an area underneath him.
Nice.
These you see Varus shoot his arms out like this, and then the tentacles, like these just fucking graphic hentai tentacles, come out sprints, shadow hentai tentacles spring up out of the ground underneath of him and like coil around his legs, and you know the little suckers got teeth on them and they grip into him.
Almost climb up and just like grab on him, and he's like, "Oh, what?" And he looks like genuinely surprised. He's not really worried about the damage he took, but he does look genuinely surprised that he's like tied down now.
I'm going to use the opportunity to run up on him and deliver a strike with my silver harpoon.
Nice.
yeah.
Okay.
True strike cantrip. I love that that's a cantrip now, by the way, just saying.
Yeah, right.
Not a lot of things in 5th edition that are great, but being able to cast that multiple times is pretty awesome.
Yeah, so you stab him in the side with your silver harpoon, just like, yeah. And he's just like, oh. And that one he did feel. He's hurting a little bit. And you see this like black ooze just starts to like ooze out from his wound.
I use my cunning action to use Mage Hand to poke him in the eye.
He's like, ah.
Good luck beating us with one freaking eye!
Nice. Nice. He's like, oh my god, no.
Blind him in the other.
I'm going to attack this guy again because fuck that. I'm not going to take hits like that all day. I'm going to use an action surge.
Pick up through with your great axe as he's like, you took the harpoon and you slice across his arm, and he's just like, ah. And you see more of that like black shit start oozing out. These tentacles aside, right, comes through, punches Will right directly in the chest, dealing. Okay.
1 million damage.
Yes, dealing 1 million damage. No, he deals 40 damage directly to the chest and knocks you back, stunning you for a round.
Wait, he just punched me and did that?
Yeah.
Is this guy, man?
Yeah, look, I don't.
It sucks, that's what it is.
And agreed, but the fuck. Alright, let's try this again. Oh shit, nat 20.
Oh shit.
Yeah, buddy.
So, Reprious runs in with his glowing demon slaying sword, which glows brighter as he gets closer to this figure. And as he does, like after the figure just punched him on the chest, he looks up and he sees Reprious running towards him. He's like, "No, I know that sword, not that sword." And you come through and you slice right through him, and he's like, "Ugh!" And you see that he starts to like get ripped apart. He's like, "Ugh!" Like he turns into this like fiery smoke of just like, "Ugh!" And then he gets sucked into the sword. So like he's like, "Ugh!"
What about the diamond?
So he gets sucked into the sword, and you can see his reflection in the sword. He's like, "Ah." And so you touch it to the jewel, and you trap him inside the jewel. So now he's like inside. He's like, "Let me out!" Ah!
Did his bow tie happen to fall off?
Booyakasha!
So wait, you just like soul trapped this motherfucker? That's awesome.
Damn right. Demon slaying war.
So I think y'all can safely assume he was a demon.
Yeah.
Did his sword fall on the ground?
Actually, no. You know, we'll say that all of his shit fell off. So he still has like the suit, but he doesn't have the bow tie or any of his gear that he had. We'll say.
Word.
So all of that shit's laying.
Oh my.
I know you did the killing blow, but I think I'd look pretty stunning in that bow tie.
I mean, you did kind of call dibs on it. Yeah, go for that, man.
Yeah.
Will, I'm gonna kind of. I know you want the sword, but I'm gonna kind of contest you on that one, man.
You didn't drop a sword.
Didn't he?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, he did.
Oh no, fuck you, it's mine.
Fuck you, man. You got the last two magical weapons.
You want the axe of accidents?
No.
You already have the demon sword.
So what? Yeah, I want Soul Calibur and Soul Edge, man.
All right, you have it.
That's amazing.
All right, so I'm gonna pick up the sword.
But no, this
Okay.
Yeah, you get the veto on the next.
So Reprios, you pick up the sword and you kind of look it over and you're just like, what the fuck? And it's like crazy long. It's like 7 feet long, but it's like way lighter than you thought it would be. And you get this definite sense of like magicness about it. And as soon as you touch it and you like grab onto the grip of it, it starts to ooze this sort of like green goo that Will, you remember getting hit with. But like as soon as you stop touching it, it like goes away. But then as soon as you grab it, it starts oozing that shit again.
Varus is in the house.
Check, please.
Varus displays his knowledge for all to see with a stunning 23 knowledge check.
Nice. Okay, so Varus, you are
honestly better than what I expected.
Do what? A lot better than you.
Yeah, I was expecting with the build up for it to be like a 3.
Nice. Okay, so Varus, you know that this sword that Reprios has just picked up is known as the Sword of Whispers.
Whoa.
You know that long ago it's been carried by successive demons that have all held a certain title. And this title you can't really remember, but you know it was like really important. But it was you know, it's like a really important title in the demon hierarchy, if you know it could be called such a thing. But it's like a symbol of power, and it deals when used, it deals a certain virus into the subject to where it like slowly turns them evil.
So not just I'm sorry, they didn't like turn them like into like your slave. It just turns them evil in general.
Yeah, it just turns them evil. Yeah.
Okay. What's the damage and the critical scale?
So the damage is 4d8 plus 10, and the critical is times 2. But the crit range is 19 to 20.
Word. Okay, I'm gonna strap that on my back, and then any demon that views me can see that I hold what they value.
Mm-hmm.
They can take it if they can. They can try to take it. They can try.
Yeah, right. Okay, so you guys managed to defeat that guy. And oh, did you want to search like his other belongings? Like he had so on the ground you see that he dropped a gleaming opal and a something that like a rolled up scroll. So okay, so on the ground you see that there's a gleaming opal, a letter of sorts. It seems to be like some sort of rolled parchment, and then you see two long pieces of wood that are dark in color.
I want to try to read the scroll.
You want to read the scroll?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you open up the scroll, and it's all written in Draconic. Do you read Draconic?
I have tongue, so yeah.
Okay. So it seems to be addressed to somebody named Smokes, from somebody named the Benefactor. And basically, this guy, Smokes, is being told by the Benefactor how so far the conquering of the lower planes is going. Apparently, they seem to have some sort of plan for conquering something. It's not clear, but he's just saying like, hey, how's that going? How did the acquisition of the recent dragon lair go? And then they list a couple of other things in there that leads you to believe that this guy was the guy that led the attack on Casey, your mom's lair. So this was the guy who led the mechanical people or whatever. So this guy was being paid by somebody else to do all this shit, is what this looks like.
Oh, I'm gonna stab a motherfucker. Does it have an address?
No.
It
It does say that that the Benefactor, it does look like whoever it was, like they have a giant hand, because like the part of it that was signed just looks like a slash, and the slash is like pretty large.
It's probably a dragon.
So.
Can I have the letter?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm gonna look at it and fuel my rage every night.
You're gonna read it every night, like Arya reads hers.
Yeah. It's gonna be like my list for Arya.
Please like and subscribe if you love us like we love you. Please check out all of our social media things, our Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, all that good stuff. Check out madisbutler.com if you want to know more info on the world and characters of Cin City D&D. And as always, remember to keep your friends close, but your dice bag closer. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.